Hello, and welcome back to the Donghua Family. And so, a new chapter in Han Li's journey has opened, a chapter drenched in bloody revenge, fulfilling the promise made long ago to Xi and Rian, the annihilation of the Fu clan. Just how brutal and visually stunning will the events of episode 161 be? Let's find out together with Donghua Family right now. After obtaining the invitation letter, Han Li, clad in simple azure robes, transformed into a discreet streak of rainbow light with the demon fox Silvermoon, silently heading directly for Violet Dao Mountain. At this moment, the entire Fu clan's immortal fortress was immersed in an atmosphere of grand celebration. Spiritual chi converged, and the brilliant radiance from various decorative magic artifacts turned the place into a true immortal paradise, all in preparation for the grand 400th birthday celebration of the Old Ancestor, Fu Tianhua. It could be said that the Old Ancestor was incredibly jubilant, for this was not just a party, but a momentous event to affirm the clan's rock-solid status. In particular, the fact that two Core Formation Stage protectors from the Devil Flame sect, the regional hegemon, had condescended to come and offer their blessings made him swell with pride. Han Li hid himself within the bustling, festival-like crowd of cultivators, his ice-cold gaze observing all of this artificial festivity. He was like a ghost gliding through the banquet. No one could detect the heaven-shaking killing intent concealed beneath his calm exterior. As soon as he reached the mountain gate, he saw two Core Formation Stage cultivators from the Devil Flame sect arrogantly striding in. The Fu clan immediately cleared a special path, and all its members bowed their heads in reverence, as if welcoming emperors. Meanwhile, in a secret chamber protected by layers upon layers of restrictive formations, the Old Ancestor was in a clandestine meeting with a burly man who had an early Core Formation cultivation base. As they were speaking, Fu Tianhua suddenly slammed his hand on the table and snapped, his voice laced with killing intent. "This is not the Purple Gold Nation. The spirit-controlling sect wants us to expend our strength to find someone for them? Do they want to turn our Fu clan into menial underlings? Truly ridiculous." Hearing this, the burly man hastily bowed and replied, "Seventh uncle, please calm your anger. For the spirit-controlling sect to be this anxious, it must be no small matter. They didn't specify who they are looking for, only hinting that they want us to pay attention to any strange phenomena occurring in the Origin Martial Nation recently, and to report to them immediately if there are any." The old man Fu stroked his beard, pondering for a moment before speaking, his eyes flashing with a profound, cunning light. "Oh. If that's the case, it seems the spirit-controlling sect does not want the Devil Flame sect to know about this. Excellent. Our Fu clan has always, in addition to doing our utmost to curry favor with the Devil Flame sect, also secretly maintained relations with the spirit-controlling sect. It seems that despite our enthusiasm, they still don't fully trust our Fu clan. In that case, we should adjust our strategy a little. I wonder if we should try to establish a connection with the Ghost Spirit sect, the weakest of the 6 sects." Just as his words fell, a strange man's voice, laced with cold mockery, drifted in from outside the window like a phantom. "Haha, I never thought that the Fu clan, aside from clinging to the thick thigh of the Devil Flame sect, was also secretly colluding with the spirit-controlling sect." The Old Ancestor and the burly man were so terrified their souls nearly scattered. A flash of azure light flickered, and a figure silently materialized in the room. Sensing an aura as deep as an abyss and as vast as the sea, belonging to a mighty Nascent Soul Stage expert, the Old Ancestor suppressed his trembling, cupped his fists, and said, "Senior, your esteemed presence graces us. This Fu Tianhua failed to welcome you from afar. I beg for your forgiveness." Han Li replied in a cold, emotionless tone, "Dispense with the empty pleasantries. I have come today to demand justice." Feigning ignorance, Fu Tianhua bowed his head even lower. "So, it is a Nascent Soul Stage senior. I wonder, what commands might the senior have for this junior upon your esteemed arrival?" Han Li looked at the old man, the corner of his mouth twisting into a strange smile. "I've come to collect a debt." Upon hearing this, the Old Ancestor's face turned ashen white, and he cried out in alarm, "Senior must be joking. It seems to be this junior's first time meeting senior. Could it be that senior has misunderstood something? A misunderstanding? Of course not." Han Li laughed coldly, his heaven-shaking killing intent no longer concealed as it erupted forth. "But you people are making too many unnecessary movements, truly leaving me no time for idle chat. The two of you can take the first step. You want to exterminate my Fu clan," the Old Ancestor roared in despair. But at that same instant, he flicked his sleeve, and a high-grade Earth Escape talisman flared with a brilliant yellow light. His figure instantly passed through the wall, merging with the earth and disappearing. Trying to run? Hanli growled, but his body didn't move. He simply flicked a finger in the burly man's direction. A beam of azure light, looking deceptively simple yet containing terrifying power, shot out. The man's protective spiritual light shattered like a soap bubble, and the finger beam instantly pierced through his chest. The spirit beast pouch in his hand had just begun to glow before it went dim. Casually retrieving the spirit beast pouch, Hanli summoned Silvermoon. You are proficient in Earth Escape arts. That old Fu Clan fellow is yours to handle. Silvermoon bowed her head slightly, and then dissolved into a wisp of silver smoke and vanished. Immediately after, with a mere thought from Hanli's immense spiritual sense, countless pitch-black gold-devouring beetles shrieked out from his body, forming a horrifying cloud of insects, which then condensed into dozens of three-colored small swords that carried a sky-filling killing intent as they flew off to slaughter every cultivator in the immortal fortress. Deep underground, the old ancestor desperately burrowed through the earth, his mind consumed by the sole thought of self-preservation. He consoled himself that as long as he was alive, the Fu clan could one day stage a comeback. Just as he thought he had escaped the bounds of the fortress, a charming female voice, ethereal as a dream, echoed by his ear. Your escape technique speed is truly too slow. Silvermoon, in the form of a peerless beauty, appeared before him. Her lips parted slightly, exhaling a puff of pink mist. The moment the old ancestor inhaled it, his spiritual power stagnated, his body went limp, and he collapsed into a coma. Silvermoon waved her hand, and a slash in the shape of a silver-white crescent moon descended, sending a splash of blood-red light everywhere. At the same time, in the main hall, hundreds of guests were raising their cups in joyful chatter. Suddenly, several blood-curdling screams from outside silenced the entire banquet. The Core Formation Stage elder of the Fu clan tried to calm everyone down and sent 2 disciples out to investigate. Immediately, 2 more screams rang out. It was clear the 2 had their souls scattered on the spot. Another disciple tried to cast a voice transmission talisman for help, but it was struck down by an unseen force. Seeing the grave situation, the 2 protectors from the Devil Flame sect and the Fu clan elder decided to take action personally. But just as the 3 of them approached the door, a heaven-shaking dragon's roar resounded. A rainbow of sword light, over 10 zhang long, shot in from the outside, circled them gracefully once, and then flew back out. In the hall, all the cultivators were so blinded by the brilliant light that they had to shut their eyes. When they opened them again, a horrific scene greeted them. The dozen or so Fu clan members in the hall, from stewards to disciples, had all been decapitated. As for the 3 core formation experts, their bodies had exploded into 3 piles of bloody flesh. In the center of that carnage stood a tall figure holding a blood fiend saber, dragging the headless corpse of the old ancestor Fu. He bellowed, his voice like a clap of thunder. From this moment on, for the next hour, no matter who you are not permitted to leave this room. Otherwise, I will immediately send you down to the Yellow Springs. And that's where episode 161 of A Record of a Mortal's Journey to Immortality concludes. Goodbye for now, and see you all in the next video from the Donghua family.